Terima kasih kerana hadir pada dalam session hari ini with regards to women in leadership. This is the only training yang I pergi yang semua perempuan. Tapi dia punya speaker is lelaki, dia ada satu lelaki yang dia semua perempuan lah. Very very interesting. There are things that sometimes kita tak realise in our daily life, and then especially for P4, for P5 and below. Sometimes kita baru kerja, kita just started working, kita didn't realise a lot of things. So and then sometimes kita dah kerja for 20 years, then only we realise, oh, I should have known this earlier. Okay, so especially for new grads lah. Actually sebenarnya it's good kalau this training attended by all the P4s yang just come in, the FMC yang just started work, because it actually will give you some awareness ataupun self-awareness. Okay, so what we have today, although the title is Women in Leadership, kita pun for the guys also to come, because the topic is not actually only for ladies, it's also actually applicable to all. However, of course, because when the title is Women in Leadership, kita cuma ada dua jejaka di belakang. Terima kasih kerana hadir. So you can actually learn from this as well. Some of the topic is actually it's actually the same. Cuma our topic for today, dia akan lebih it's a two ways punya, it's actually two ways interaction. It's not going to be only on my side. You have papers, you have pencil on the chair. Nanti kita akan buat sedikit exercise lah, so that it's not going to be boring. Okay, so the training today nervous saya dengan Zafi daripada pagi tadi nervous. Okay, so the training will be by myself dengan Zafi lah for 2018. Actually, Women in Leadership, every year MCMC send two people to go to the training. So for this year, it's myself and Zafi. So maybe next year it will be one of you lah. Kan? Never know. Alright? Okay. So, first topic is actually becoming self-aware. Self-awareness is actually about yourself. Sebab kan, when we started working, kita just graduate, kita masuk alam pekerjaan. No one ever told us that we have to be self-aware. At that time, if you remember balik, you ingat balik throwback. Masa you mula kerja, you must nervous tu. We are to support you. Thank you. Okay, masa you mula-mula kerja, entah nak warming up, jadi nervous sikit lah. Okay, masa you mula-mula kerja, nobody tell you to actually you have to be self-aware of yourself. Apa you punya strength? What you want to do in the next few years? Memang kalau you nak pergi interview, people ask you, okay, their top question is what you want to be in 5 years. Itu top question lah, orang selalu cakap kat you kan. So you pun fikirlah apa you nak jadi. Kelentok tu dapat kerja. So, tapi actually sebenarnya the reason behind that question is actually for you to go inside yourself and then see what actually you want to do in the next 5 or 10 years. Okay, especially if you are like, okay, you need to know, alright, how actually you feel. What is your strength? Apa yang you nak? Really, ask yourself what actually you want. Okay. This one is actually some of the clause yang some of the kata-kata yang people say. Janganlah ambil apa. Kenapa nak mengajar ni tu? Okay. Jangan. Nervous. Okay. Thank you YG for coming. Alright, mastering yourself is a true power. Kemudian, you are the product of your leadership. Okay, you are the product of your own leadership. You are the one. What you want. Although you are a P4 or S2 or S3, you are actually a product. You are actually a leader of yourself. Betul tak? It's not actually doesn't mean that you are a P4 ataupun you are S2, you are not a leader, so you just come to work and wait for your boss to give direction. But you as a person, you should actually tell your boss, okay boss, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. So you empower yourself. Okay, so you are your own product. It's not actually anyone else. It's not actually like somebody else tell you, okay, you can do macam ni, you can do macam ni. No, it's actually you yourself. You have to think about yourself. So you are the product of your own leadership. Okay, and then I actually have asked one question to one of the trainer. I said, okay, sometimes we have difficulties presenting to ExCom or MCM to get their buy-in. Betul tak? Kadang kita pergi baru slide satu, straight away they just give you all the question and turn you down, macam shoot you down. You cannot even present. Okay, so I said, okay, what should I do? What can I do actually to avoid that, to ensure my presentation success? So they said, people support what they create. So you have, before the presentation, you need to get the buy-in. So you cannot go to the presentation to go to ExCom or MCM by just going there and expect everyone will accept whatever you're going to put on the screen. Before the presentation, knows who's the audience. MCM members siapa, ExCom members siapa. Go to them and then give them some input, give them some ideas, present it to them first. Then only you go to MCM and insyaAllah your presentation, because they already support you earlier, right? Remember, they will give you input. They will say that, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this. Why do you change your slide like this? Change the color, change the font. So you already done that. When you present, they feel like, okay, this is what is like their product as well. It's not just your product. So it's their product. So they know, oh, you already changed the font. See, I told her to change the font. That's why she changed. So they become more accepted in your presentation. So this is the part yang I tanya lah. And then there's another speaker I asked her what is a good leadership, what is a good leadership skill that I need to have to be a good leader. She gave me 3 things. There are 3 C. Okay, there are 3 C. One is curiosity. You need to have a curiosity in your mind, in your body, in your DNA, that you want to know more. Okay, I am curious. I want to know more. I want to learn about this. I want to learn about that. That is the first one, curiosity. Second one, no one can teach you. You have to find it in yourself. Is courage. It's very, very hard. Not everyone has that courage. You must have that courage to become a good leader. Okay, and the third one, of course, you cannot deny. You must have caring. You must have caring. Okay, caring, because you are going to be a leader. You're going to work with people. Of course, you cannot work with robot, right? Robot tak apalah. Robot pun kadang-kadang you kena caring jugalah, kan? Nanti dia kadang-kadang dia kan, sometimes people, you can listen people talk to machine, kan? Dan macam nanti dia mungkin dia talk dengan server, kan? Kan server tu tiba-tiba buat perangai. So you must have that caring. Okay, there are 3 things, 3 major things that you need to have to become a good leader. Ini yang I dapat from one of the speakers. Okay, so secret of your success. So self-awareness, we are still in the topic of self-awareness. So it's actually inside you. So I want you to take a few minutes. No, tak payahlah 2 minit sama saya. 1 minute cukup lah. Okay, look behind your brain, your memories, you punya RAM, you punya hard disk semua. What is your greatest success in life right now? Doesn't mean that you have to change the world atau change policy ke apa, tak. What is your current greatest success? Macam kalau you, for example, if you just graduate, you dapat degree, contohnya. Ataupun kalau maybe you are a parent, so anak you baru dapat UPSR 6A, contoh. That is your greatest success. It can be anything. Okay, so what I want you to do, write it down, because kalau you ingat saja dia tak berapa impact dia tak berapa kuat. So write it down. Okay, what is your greatest success in your life? Saya bagi you like 1 minute to think. Anything. Not mic. Mana tak bag? Okay. Tak ada orang. Sila. Dah dapat dah. Nanti ada soalan? Bukanlah tanya. Boleh kot you nak share you punya experience. Macam Nora dia dah banyak pergi, dia banyak gunung sana gunung sini, so that is dia punya, mungkin dia punya greatest success, we never know. Alright, okay, so think about what is your greatest success. Ingatlah, the topic is self-awareness. You look inside you, bukan I beritahu you like this. Okay, it's self-awareness. Second, alright, review. Okay, in order for you to achieve this, what you have done. Okay, apa yang you dah buat to contribute to this success? Hardworking, I work hard, I read a lot, I sacrifice all my time, I sacrifice Facebook. Contoh write like about like 2 or 3 things that you did in order to achieve your success. Yeah, this is self-awareness. Look inside you and think what actually you did, okay, to contribute to this success. Nanti kita minta seorang share. It's okay because you nak tahu diri you kan. This is the time for you to know yourself. Okay, and thirdly, okay, identify the qualities of those teams that allow you to be successful. Okay, yang ni macam you hard work, I sacrifice all that. Tapi daripada semua tu, just identify satu tema, satu quality yang that actually group all together to become apa you punya, your own quality, your own strength that allows you to have this success. Okay? Hujan. Bukan dah hujan. Okay. Alright. Anyone like to share? Okay, sebelum I let you guys share, mungkin I boleh share myself first. Okay, contohnya my greatest success masa tu, okay, I just share one example lah. Masa dekat SMC, I organize satu event. Okay, it's actually the event tu untuk APEC, okay, untuk Asia Pac, okay, and then in order for me to achieve that, I rasa itu okay lah, that is one of the success. In order for me to achieve that, I have to do because at that time it's only myself untuk handle that event. So I have to contact a lot of people. I have to contact from other countries. I have to work closely with IAD at that time. There's a lot of things. So masa tu, my signature, of course, I have bekerja keras, of course lah, semua kena hard work, and then I have to contact everyone. I have to remove whatever malu, segan, tak tahu cakap, tak pernah cakap orang putih, all that, put it aside and just do it. So in the end, it's success, and the qualities and things that allow me to be successful is, of course, one of it is teamwork. Okay, I actually have a lot of support from other people. Okay, so contoh lah. Okay, so maybe we can have one or two to share. Siapa yang nak bagi? Sal, boleh ke Sal? Okay, Sal, okay, I bagi jawapan. Maybe you can share your experience. Ya Allah, menyesal datang kan. Okay, anything. What is your greatest success yang you rasa at the moment? It doesn't have to be like you change the world ke, you ni ke tak perlu, just maybe to yourself.
Okay, tak ada. Okay, ada boleh sikit perkongsian untuk yang pernah lah greatest success ni. Waktu study dekat UC dulu, saya pernah join createkan satu projek IT juga, iaitu lebih kepada indeks Al-Quran lah. Itu kejayaan yang pernah greatest success lah, pernah
okay. How actually you did that? Okay, apa yang dalam diri you yang make you success that project is a success?
Macam yang Puan cakap tadi tu, memang kena bekerja keras. Okay, lepas tu teamwork tu penting. And then knowledge tentang macam mana kita nak dapatkan info untuk kita createkan projek tu.
Alright.
Itu saja kot.
Okay. Alright, thank you. So this is example of the secret of my success. In order for you to actually move further, you need to know what you have done at this point of time. Apa you punya greatest success, apa yang you dah buat at this point of time. However, it doesn't stop here. It has to always berputar. You always have to do it every single, like for example every 6 months, every 1 year. That's what we have to achieve. Kan, that is part of it as well. So you always have to look at yourself. What is what is the signature tips, like your strength yang allow you to, in order for you to get the greatest success. So you have to continuously ask yourself. This is what we call it as self-awareness. Thank you Aina for coming. Walaupun tak berapa awal. Okay, I'm sorry lah kalau I punya explanation tak berapa nak clear. So I pun macam nervous lagi kan. Tak boleh nak hilang lagi nervous. Sebab pagi tadi macam-macam jadi kan. So dia nervous tu still ada. Okay, so as I said, you always have to look into yourself and see what actually you can improve. Okay, next. Alright, for those who actually was with MCMC, been with MCMC since 2009, 2008, Blue Ocean strategy was implemented, was introduced at that time, right? With Tan Sri Khalid. So in this training as well for women in leadership, they also teach us about the Blue Ocean Leadership Grid. Okay, dalam Blue Ocean Leadership Grid, there actually ada 4 things that you have to look inside yourself. And then from there, you have to identify things that you have to raise or create. At the same time, reduce your time and energy for the things that you can eliminate or reduce. Okay, so this is the self-awareness. That means you have to look inside you. You know what are the things that you have to eliminate. Okay, what acts or activities do leaders invest in their time and intelligence so that it should be eliminated? There are things that you have to reduce. Tengok phone contohnya all the time. That is me. When they ask question what are things I want to reduce is, of course, kita consistently look at our phone, right? But of course sometimes phone also is work. So tak ada choice lah. Tapi kalau you tengok for work, tak apa ni buka contoh. Okay, so in order for you to improve yourself, you have to ensure you understand where is your to actually invest your cost, which is time and energy, in the things that you can eliminate, and look for the things that you actually can improve in terms of value and impact. Contoh, okay, you should raise or you should create new things. Okay, so these are the exercise that, in order for you to implement these are the exercise that we use. 1, you list down all your activities. You have a pen, right? So you have a pencil. Just list down. It's actually for you. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to tell me, but this is for you. Alright, so that by the time you went back, you get by the time the training ends, at least you have something. You have something that you can actually put into your thinking. 1, you list down all your activities from 8 AM. Once you tag in MCMC, and then until pukul 3 tadi sampai you register to this training. Just list down. Okay, mungkin you boleh list down sebab 4 kan, atau 4 ataupun 5 lah. Okay, lepas tengah masuk tag, buka komputer, laptop. Okay, lepas tu check email, lepas tu kawan message. Okay, jom breakfast. Okay, pergi breakfast. Sama lah Cik Ai pagi-pagi dengan Rana pun Rana jom breakfast. Okay, so breakfast. Okay, breakfast. Tapi sekarang ni lepas election, so dia breakfast ni panjang sikit lah. Contoh. Okay, so it's recorded. Okay, alright. Okay. So lepas tu you naik atas, you baru nak buka email, alamak tengok phone je lah. Tengok phone. This is me ya. Tengok phone, lepas tu baru nak start buat kerja, alamak bos panggil, bos baru masuk, say hi dulu, we bilang kat bos, hi bos, semua. Okay, baru lepas tu bos pun sembang dengan bos, networking. Okay, lepas tu sembang pula dengan staff-staff, okay kan semua, okay hari ni okay, sihat semua. Okay, lepas tu masuk pula, lepas tu keluar, lepas tu baru nak pergi buka email lagi satu, ada orang telefon pula tanya, sampai begitulah sehingga lunch, bulan 23. Okay, so once you have that list, okay, what you do is you arrange them based on priority, less important to very important. So you list down. Okay, this is self-awareness. This is actually for you. You don't have to tell me. During the training, Women in Leadership Day, we ask you to share, and then we have like whole paper yang kita kena tak semua atas whiteboard, so we have to explain kenapa. But this is only 1 hour session. I will not ask you to do. Yeah, you share.
Ada satu soalan.
Yeah.
Yang less important to very important tu, important to the organisation ke important to me?
Good question. Okay, important to you to become a good leader one day. Okay, remember this is about you. This is not about the organisation. This is not about the department, but this is about you. I want to be a good leader. I want to be promoted. I want to be known as somebody who knowledgeable. So you have to prepare yourself. Betul tak? So this is self-awareness to you, not to the organisation. Okay? Alright. Always remember, love yourself, love the company, at the same time love yourself. Okay? So if you want to do more, then this is for you, self-awareness. Okay, once you dah arrange, you categorize. This is where you categorize. Eliminate, you reduce, you raise, ataupun you create. Which one you want to eliminate, which one yang you nak create, okay, which one yang you nak raise, ataupun which one you nak reduce. So during this training, when they said about reduce, I said I want to reduce time on Facebook. I don't want to update too many things. Maybe one day satu saja. So sekarang you tengok I pun update one day satu. Dulu tak ada. Dulu lunch update, malam update. Sebab I kesian dekat kawan-kawan. Kalau I tak update you, nak scroll tak ada apa lah, boleh you scroll kan. At least kalau I ada write something, at least seronok baca, then you boleh komen kan.
Those who have less than 50 friends, for example.
915 friends. Less than 50 friends. Yes, kan. I have 1,000 over. Itulah. Okay, so that's what I want to do, reduce. Okay, and raise, I want to raise in terms of I want to put more time in working from 8:30 to 5:30. Try to make sure I really utilize 8:30 to 5:30. So that is the things. Okay, alright. Okay, tak apa, I tak tanya soalan. It's for self-awareness kan. It's not actually for me. It's actually for you to actually, as long as you get up, when this training ends, you have something inside you. Okay. Alright, so what is your investment? Remember, what is your investment? Reduce your cost in terms of time and energy, and then increase your value and impact. Look at the item from your list. Ada 5, 5, 6 list tadi tu. So check email tu, bagi raise sikit kan, because email is work kan. Okay, mungkin lunch tu, okay, mungkin boleh reduce sikit. Up to you. Okay, because remember, you are the engineer of your own life. No one, the bosses will not tell you, okay, you should go lunch at 12 until 1. That's it. 1 o'clock mesti pancul masuk. No, we cannot do that, right? However, I can do that if I want to. You have to come 12 to 1. Macam CCB tak boleh lah, dia kena sebab dia orang nak kena angkat call, so they have to be punctual. So different. Tapi untuk kita yang buat polisi, contohnya kita buat policy writing, we don't really have to be punctual 12, 1 o'clock kena masuk office. No, because kita dalam environment policy. So it's slightly different, but again it comes back to you, what you want to do. So you have to ensure you increase your value or impact in order to unlock your talent and energy. Look at yourself. Look at this diamond. Diamond kan? So it's very important. So this is where your investment. You know where's your strength, where's your talent. Nanti Zafi akan share more on the strength, and so that you can see from the talent you invest in order to keluarkan you punya strength. Okay? Alright. Okay. So sorry tadi. Okay. This is a 3-step process. I think most of the time, all of these, when we went to the training, all of the things that they tell us is actually we already know. Kita dah tahu dah. We know, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. That's why during the training, they actually ask us to tell stories. Okay, you tell, instead of the speaker yang bercakap, it's actually they like us to talk. So I can do that. Tapi maybe I can ask you all to actually talk, but I think tak apalah, I just share dulu lah. Okay? Alright. See your leadership reality, create your to-be strategy, and then communicate and execute your strategy. You must have that strategy. Okay, one slide untuk self-awareness. Okay, things that I like to share with especially the new joiners to MCMC. You are S2, S3 or P4 or P5. Things that I like to share is, of course, you have to know where you are. So most of us are here. We are at leading self. You are the leader of yourself. Okay, you are not a leader to anyone else. You are a leader. If you are not a leader to anyone else, you are a leader to your own self. Okay, so of course you don't want to fail yourself, right? Kadang-kadang kita selalu cakap, alah bos ni macam ni, bos ni macam ni, macam ni. Tapi sekarang kita our own boss. So if we really self-aware about ourselves, we feel like, oh, okay, I failed myself. Okay, so you have to remember, when you are at this level, okay, you must know how to generate creative solutions. Okay, you just don't wait for direction. Okay, before I was a trainer as well in Shell IT. When I was a trainer, new joiner, when they came, they will see me first. I will meet them, we greet them at the entrance, masuk, okay, pergi training room, I was a trainer at that time. Okay, one thing that I always told all the new joiners is, if you want to work long in MCMC, for example, in a company, your base must be right. You must set your base. Okay, bila you punya base strong, because being promoted or moving to another department is sometimes out of your control. That one you cannot control kan. Promoted ni kadang-kadang you try your best, tapi you still tak promoted. Ataupun you try your best, you try minta this department, that department, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't get it. That one is based on satu, of course, luck and opportunity, and also rezeki. Memang purely on that one. You cannot control that part. But what you can control is yourself. Kan? What you can control is yourself. So you make sure you punya base is strong. When you work, you make sure your base is strong. Bila there's an opportunity comes, you can jump high enough to grab. Kan? Kalau you punya base not strong, when opportunity come and then you cannot grab. So that's why I always told all the new joiners, all the new people, whoever you want to move up, you want to move on in your career, you have to have a good base. Okay? So this is all the leader punya leadership level. Okay? But when we are here and we are always, in terms of leading self, we always must know how to generate creative solution. Okay? Alright, tak boring ya? Okay, second one. This one is more on ladies. Ni bukan ada lelaki-lelaki boleh maintain, jangan bangun. Okay. Tapi this one is actually a good research done by women in leadership. Okay, the language of leadership for women. This is all the simple mistake that sometimes we did as a woman. So lelaki, sometimes also mungkin sama juga lelaki pun buat. It's actually because sometimes we hear all the women saying, so kita pun ikut, terikut-ikut. Sometimes we can hear the leaders, the way they say, the words that they use, right? The sentence that they use. So kita pun terikut because we feel like, oh, okay, that sounds okay, so kita pun ikut. Okay, This is a confidence gap study, was done in 48 countries. Okay, it was done in 48 countries. The question is, they have to rate themselves. I see myself as someone who has high self-esteem. Okay, itu dia punya soalan. The study shows that across the board, regardless of culture, so that means tak semestinya orang tu duduk di US, very modern, they have a higher self-esteem. No, men always have higher self-esteem than women. Yes, it's called ego. Yeah, by experience, okay. So they have that, right? They have a built-in inside them, right? It's a built-in. It's like built-in. Dan perempuan pula, kita, we will be born with nice, we okay lah, you know, we have that. Kan, kita macam okay, tak apalah, you know. We are less confident in some of that. So when we most of us are not, mungkin ada macam mungkin personality betul-betul dia memang very strong. Tapi for us, when we start working, some people they have that charisma. Dia datang-datang dia memang dah, they have that charisma, leadership charisma. But most of us, especially like myself, I don't have that. I have to build myself slowly. But I know I'm good at working. I love to work. I try my best. But in terms of leadership, still learning. Okay, so in terms of self-esteem, memang very low. I only know that I can do public speaking when I work in college. I become a trainer. Then only I know I can do public speaking. Before that I cannot. Shaking, semua. Okay, so that's how actually the self-esteem for us women normally slightly lower, but it can increase based on experience. So this is quite interesting punya exercise that we did. Okay, these are words that you often hear women at all levels use in workplace, most commonly in meetings or discussions. Tarang. You. Okay, so kita suka guna perkataan macam, I guess this is how we have to do it. Kan? Dia cakap, mungkin kena buat macam ni kot. Okay, sometimes we have ideas, but the first word we will say that I guess, you know, you are actually doubting yourself. You tak confident. You takut nak bersuara. You takut salah. You takut orang kata no, tak boleh salah. So kita sometimes we did that. Okay, kemudian macam kita akan kata tak sure lah whether this is the right way to do. Okay, this is the word. You know, you always start with the negative words. Okay, contohnya ini biasa. Sorry, I mungkin bukan expert, tapi I fikir macam ni kan. We like to say that minta maaf ya, saya rasa saya not an expert in this, tapi I rasa kita can do that. Tapi kenapa you kena start I'm not an expert dulu? Betul tak? So what is it? Memang I tak expert, tapi I got experience, kan? Budi bahasa. Yes. Menyantuni. Yes. Itu budaya-budaya orang Malaysia. Kita memang minta maaf atau mengurusi, kan? Kita macam saya rasa walaupun saya rasa saya tak expert dah ni, tapi opinion saya macam-macam. Kenapa you tak confident je? I think it's my opinion. Kan? Contoh. Okay. And then I may be wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong. Betul tak? We always say that. Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, but okay, kita macam correct me if I'm wrong. Itu memang budaya sopan santun orang Malaysia. Okay, but actually these are the words that we during the training they say this is all the negative, shows that you don't have that self-esteem. You tak confident, you takut nak bersuara. Ini satu ayat yang selalu kita dengar juga kadang-kadang. Does it make sense? You know? You explain. Does it make sense to you? Make sense, right? So kan, I pun tak tahu I explain betul gitu. Betul? I rasa macam I explain tu macam betul, tapi I tengok semua muka blur. Does it make sense to you all? Macam tu. So these are the you kind of like not confident with yourself. You dah explain, and then you ask people, does it make sense? So it's like, you know, you're not confident. I didn't say that all of this wrong. Okay, cuma I rasa when from time to time the way we say things, we try to improve, to try to be more confident. Okay, so they give us some idea. alternatives to these words. Okay, I guess this is how we do it. How we have to do it. So what do you think? Right? Take out the word I guess. This is how we have to do it. So that it shows that you are confident. And then maybe you can ask after that, what do you guys think? Tapi you dengar, does it make sense? You can ask them, so this is how we do it. Okay, what do you think? So you actually give the back the questions to the people so that they can start thinking as well. But you don't know, does it make sense? So macam you tak confident pula. Okay, for example, I feel unsure about whether this is the right way to go.
This is the right way to go.
Yeah, you can just say, is this what other ways we have to do it? So you can ask actually other people. Okay, I think we have. We can do this. Okay, anyone have any idea on what else we can improve this one? Alright, so you be confident. You don't ask, does it make sense? Kan, contohlah. Okay, I'm not an expert, but this is my opinion. You just say that, in my opinion. Okay, or if you are not sure, because kadang-kadang kita menyantun kan, kita very sopan santun, we are not sure, but we say I'm not an expert. That is actually you downgrade yourself. So what you say is, based on my experience, that. Okay, but because kita bukan tak tahu, cuma this is our experience, katalah ABC, of course we cannot probably be expert in DEF, but you can say based on my experience on ABC, this is what we do. Alright, instead of you say I'm not an expert. Okay, and I may be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. Yang ni memang selalu lah, jangan kata orang I pun. Sebab apa? Tak confident, satu. Secondly, menyantuni, satu. Yes, that is very true. And then satu, tak nak nampak macam koki sangat, kan? Betul. Tak nak orang nampak dia ni macam belagak sangat. Contohlah, kan? So kita, tapi we should not, we should just straight away say that I think the numbers don't add up, kan? Just tak payah nak cakap I may be wrong. Okay, tak payah. We don't have to. We just have to be confident and just say that I think the numbers don't add up. Kan aku lihat balik. Contoh. Okay, and does it make sense? We say, what's your view? I like to hear what you have to say. Kan? So I explain. Okay, Syah, what's your view? Straight away. Kan? So Syah, okay, dia pun explain lah dia punya views. So I don't have to say that. So it makes sense. So you macam orang yang ditanya pun kan, dia nak jawab apa? Yes or no? Yes je lah. Normally we just say yeah. Does it make sense tak, Nora? See? You will answer yes punya kan? Betul, sebab kata no sakit kata oh tak faham pula kan? Betul. So actually does it make sense? Yeah.
Tadi kan saya ada soalan lah, actually nak minta pandangan jalan.
Boleh, saya cuba.
Yang grey kan, is apa yang kita normally buat, betul tak? Yang macam you cakap lah, menyantuni, that is our way. So I've seen like maybe 90% people do that. So another 10%, especially for women, who try the blue colour one, macam kita cuba overcome the unconfidence in ourselves.
Yes.
And then like for example in the meeting, kita cuba, and then people will see like, sorry to say like, she's a bitch. Like macam, you are like, not overpower people kan dekat dalam tu. So, but we still do it in a proper way. And then finally when we try to end, like we ask what's your view, we open to the floor, and then takkan ada orang yang macam bagi feedback tau. So in the end macam kita tak achieve apa outcome yang kita nak. So macam ni pandangan Kak.
Okay, dah dia macam klik gitu kan. Okay, I understand. One of the things I think in your situation, most of the people that you're working is men, right? Okay, because of IT punya company, IT, because I was from IT as well. Most of our teammate is all men, and they normally like they just ignore you, right? Okay, that's normal. That's normal. So sometimes, okay, you just have to be confident. But of course, you just have, as a woman, most of the time we have to actually go like melengkung-lengkung punya path. It's not like a very straightforward punya path like men, right? We feel that, betul tak? We can actually feel that. Sometimes we are trying to do our best. We can see we are better in certain thing. Then suddenly kita nampak the man ni dia cakap satu je, semua orang macam wow. Dan perempuan ni kita dah cakap. Then suddenly dia say, you apa dia tanya balik the man tu. He said the same thing. Semua orang cakap wow. You know, that's normal. Okay, so as a woman, we just have to continue doing it. We just have to be firm. One day people will start listen to you. Of course, our knowledge has to be we have to actually continue to learn as much as we can, so that they start to listen to what our opinion. You just have to do it. Okay, that is normal. During that session, during the women in leadership session, all the women inside that room feel the same thing. Everyone, Sorina, man, it's not like we are against you. No, nothing. This is just a reality. It's not you. Okay. Yeah, you guys are okay. But yes, I mean, that is the dilemma faced by women everywhere. Okay, but we just have to be strong, and then you will realize that the more you do it, then you become stronger and you become more confident. That's important. Okay? Yes. Now. Please. Sorry, Michael. Sorry, kita got sorry partner to interrupt.
Yeah,
your question is after this.
I would like to share my opinion based on the question. This is a very good question.
Yeah.
During the session too, most of the people, because we shared our experience, especially communication and multimedia industry is dominated by male.
Yeah,
MCMC is very large. MCMC, when I started 10 years ago, memang male, I think close to 60 to 70%. But now the gender punya ratio is balanced, 50%, 50%. What you mentioned and what Ravina mentioned earlier, whenever we talk, especially in a meeting, if you are a female, you will never be seen and never be heard. So one of the tips and the tricks that we learned from the during the session too, get your facts right. So all the figures and facts that you have before the meeting, do your homework. So when you throw your ideas, throw your opinions and suggestions, people will listen, especially when you have facts and figures. And know your audience during the meeting. See who is the participants of the meetings and get buy-in from them. Macam Ravina mentioned earlier, kalau you nak present people to the ExCom, you deal with your bosses and your chief. But for the meetings, you approach the people that you're going for the meetings. So in your case, maybe vendors, suppliers, contractors. So get their buy-in, contact them, ask them the thing that we're going to discuss, so you know you're on the same page. So when you throw ideas, they will back you up. So these people that's why you need to find support in the meetings. But usually when we come to a meeting, we come unprepared, and when we throw ideas, people don't want to listen. So it's not about sekarang ni, it's not about female and male anymore. Like Ravina said, it's about you being confident, throwing your ideas. And the attitude that I noticed, even me and Ravina, in the meeting kita went, sorry, can I say something? Sorry. No, there's nothing to be sorry about, because you're just throwing ideas and you're giving your opinions and whatever things that you think at that point of time is right to get things going, especially any decision or action that need to be taken. Selalu kalau macam ni, sorry, because when you keep on saying sorry, the sorry dah tak ada value and people won't listen to you anymore. So that is very important. Make sure you're prepared, get your facts and figures, get buy-ins, and just be confident. Usually, when we both started as a P4 and P5, we are never a public speaker kind of person. I can never talk. Whenever there's a meeting, I would rather stay quiet and observe, because that's the person I am. But throughout the years, 10 years in the MCMC, so I learned to voice out my opinion, but you have to ensure the audience, because like you said, when you talk, people think you're a bitch. Oh, sorry. No, when you're being so, and you're perceived as arrogant because you know your things. But we need to change the perceptions. Knowing your things means you're confident, you're self-aware, and that's how you promote yourself within your organizations. Because when you are seen and when you are heard, then you know who you are and your value to the company. So I'll share my session later on the branding.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Zafi. Yes, Zafi will will continue after this. Okay, on our branding part. Okay, so I think this is my last slide. You pernah dengar tak pepatah mengatakan a woman is actually enemy of a woman, kan? Kita actually most of the time we are actually our own enemy, right? So we tend to actually kan, bukan dia by default, actually is in our nature. Okay, so sometimes we are all guilty. We always say like, bos budi lah hari ni. We always say things like, tengoklah dia membawang kan, semua nak membawang kan. So we are actually our own enemy. So why we have to do that? So I know it's already embedded in our mind, in our heart, in our DNA, but we can change slowly. So for example, we always use the word moody, right? Bos moody hari ni. Contoh. Okay, why? We can actually change that by saying maybe she has a bad day. Okay, maybe dia ada masalah kat rumah, for example. Kan? And then be understanding, understand them, be nice. Okay, so second one, for example. Let's say for example, emotional. Oh, this person is very emotional. When he presents something, they are very emotional. So what are the words? Instead of you say that person is very emotional, you can say they are passionate, right? They are very passionate on what they are doing. So make it positive, make it neutral. Alright? And then next one is sensitive. Sensitive sangat lah dia tu. Oh my god. Sensitive. What do you think? Sorry? Detail? Yeah, maybe it becomes very detailed. So they can be like, they're self-aware. They're sensitive, they're self-aware. Okay? They are conscious, they are attentive. Okay? Look at all the positive thing in that person. Kemudian, terlepas dah pula. You always say old man kan. Dia bukan old man, dia very wise person. Dia experience. Kalau dia tak wise pun dia experience. Contoh. Contoh tak ada. Every man, every woman and man, cakap dua-dua lah kan. Every woman and man, as we grow, kita banyak makan garam. Betul tak Jom? Kan? So kita banyak, we have a lot of experience. Okay? Bossy. It's a bossy. Dia very high standard. That's why they're bossy. Actually, when you have a bossy, a high standard leader, high standard boss, you can cakap ni. Saya tak tengok dah. When you have a high standard boss, you actually become better. Betul tak? Kan? If you have a very high standard boss, after 2 years, you will see that you improve internally in terms of how to work with people, how to do papers, how to present. That's why boss have to be a very high standard boss. Kalau boss tak high standard, you will never learn. You akan jadi macam tu lah sampai bila-bila. Kan? Agree tak? Betul tak? I always want to have a high standard punya boss because it will challenge me to do more. Okay? So that's what. So no longer say that your boss is bossy lah. The boss ada. No, it's not. It's actually for your own good. And then for example, kan orang cakap Miss J lah, contoh kan single mom lah, dia tu minuman. No, she's a mother. She can multitask. Kan, why we have to say things like all this negative thing? Instead of we say negative thing, why don't we say all this good thing? Okay? Alright? So, ada apa-apa soalan tak sebelum I pass the mic to Zafi? Apa-apa you want to ask? You want to, to get what actually the question that we ask to the training? Ada tak? Okay. Aina? On behalf of somebody else lah.
I have kids like down.
Okay. I know your boss.
So macam lah.
Okay. Bos orang lain lah, bukan bos you lah.
Leader lah dia.
Okay, how to cope with the boss lah.
And then dia dah happily without melayan dia gila.
Okay. This is something that I learned during the. I actually, I always like to go for all this training kind of leadership training, neuro-linguistic training, all this training kan about yourself too, about learning yourself. Because they always say, every training that I always say the same thing. You cannot change other people, you can only change yourself. First, when they said that, I really don't agree because I really hate. I want to change that person. I want to do something to change that person. But they keep reminding me, telling me, you cannot change a person, you can only change yourself. After a while, after 3 trainings, then only I realized, yes, that's true. Okay, you can only change yourself. You cannot change your boss. You cannot change people around you. If people hate you or people don't like you, you cannot change that. You can try to change. You can try to explain yourself, but if they don't want to change, you cannot change anymore. So you can change yourself. So what you can change is macam either you see how they work, and then if they're crazy, right? You try to get to know them, and then see how their crazy can fit into you. I mean, bukan maksud dia tak. I mean, if they are crazy in term of what? Workaholic, mungkin very detail sampai tak ni kan. What you can do is that you try to meet their expectation. At the same time, you justify. Kenapa dia macam very detail. Dia tak puas hati dengan you every single thing. But you can talk to them. Try to come to a middle ground. Both of you. Communication, I always agree. I always believe in communications. Talk to that person. Talk to your boss. Say that, okay, this is, you want more. So, okay, if you want, when they want to, let's say for example, memo lah kan, very detail. 3-4 kali tukar. It's okay. It will train you to become better. It will train you to become more detailed. It will train you to become aware of all these simple things that you never aware before. But at the same time, talk to them. Okay, create a good relationship with that person. Okay, I always believe on being nice to everyone. Just be nice to everyone. It will actually help you in one way or another. Alright? Okay, I think Zafi want to wrap up, but not really wrap up. Another topic is about office politics. Right? Positive office politics. So I will pass the mic to Zafi. If you have any other question, yes. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Kathy.
No, okay. For example, based on my experience with other industries, I used to find like there is a lack of interaction among the colleagues, even with the bosses. Okay. For me, I feel the essence of leadership is mainly about the interactive among the workers, and based on that we can self-developing ourselves to become a leader.
Yeah.
So if there is a lack of interactive, and also sometimes we used to show our interest on such topic or a project, maybe another person, he won't have the same interest, So how are we going to deal with these things? Do you have any other options or suggestions that you can share with us?
Alright, I can share on my own experience. Okay, I can share on my own experience. Sometimes when you just join a company, you are very excited, right? There's salah baru, kan? You want to do a lot of things. But when you step in that organization, especially for example a department or something, you go to that department and then you feel like you are the only one. You don't want to do it. You want to do this, and then you see everyone was so relaxed. Right? And then suddenly you feel like people start boycott you because you talk too much, you ask too much question. So people who are actually been there for so long, they feel like this macam poyo je nak tanya soalan semua. Just continue what you are doing. Okay. If they don't want to help you, go for other people. Go to another department. Okay. Ask question from other department. You can always ask people because not everyone's. Only 1 or 2 sometimes like that. The rest are all nice people. Okay? And especially in MCMC, everyone is a nice people. That's my experience. You pick up the phone, you ask any question to anyone, they will answer. Betul tak? Kan? So if you face that, you feel like that difficulties, you feel like no one is helping you, continue looking. There will be somebody will help you. Whenever you want to ask questions, because you are new, for example, right? You're new, you want to learn. If one person doesn't want to help you, go to another person. There will be a person who gonna assist you. Okay? So that's my experience. Whoever doesn't want to help me, I say okay lah, tak apalah. That's your you punya loss lah. Because for me, when you teach other people, you will learn more. Kan? If you don't teach, you keep it to yourself. Itu zaman dulu, zaman sebelum Mahathir, mungkin sebelum tu lagi. Sebelum bukan Mahathir sebelum. Even maybe sebelum tu. Zaman sekarang, it's no longer. People know when you teach other people, you will learn more. When you teach other people, you will learn more. So if you keep it to yourself, that is the only ilmu yang you ada. But if you teach other people, your ilmu will grow. Okay, that is my experience, my personal experience. Okay, tadi Jade want to ask question.
Just from all the list of words, what about the word aggressive? Is it implies to passionate or any other?
I think for aggressive, it can be a passionate. A passionate person, they become
neutral, right?
Yes.
It's much more neutral compared to emotional.
So a good way, instead of saying that people are too aggressive, you can say they're passionate about their work. And then when you talk to people who are aggressive, you don't have to like be offensive ke apa. You just look at them in a positive way. They are very passionate about what they are doing. Then the way you look at them is totally different already. That's why you cannot change that person, but you can change how you see that person. Okay? Alright. Okay. So I just pass to Rafi to continue. You can always ask question, no problem.
Okay, thank you, Rafida. I'm Rafi. I've attended the session with Rafida. So one of the topics that we learned, I wish I've known that early in my career, the power of positive workplace to politics. With the current situation right now, politics is a very huge issue lah. Huge accomplishment / issue to the nation. However, I will not touch about the current politics going on. I'm going to touch the workplace politics. Politics, sebenarnya we are always associated with a negative connotation. But workplace politics, we can switch it to a positive manner actually. So one of the topics that touched by Jay Horan, one of the writers during the session, he touches about the branding. So usually reputation and brand management, what's your story? So kalau macam brand, do you know what's your own brand? So when people say like, what do you do? What can you offer? What's your value? Usually this thing, kalau in the interview selalunya orang akan tanya, what's your strength and what your weaknesses? And usually we'll focus more on the weaknesses instead of the strength. Kalau you tengok when we see this logo, what do you see? So all this company invested a lot of money, millions of dollars, just to invest on brand management. So when you see this logo, they are associated with phone, happy childhood, and then luxury cars. So kalau within yourself, do you know what is your brand? If I ask you like what is your brand, would you be able to identify what's your brand? So brand is associated with who you are, what you can offer, And always focus on your strength and weaknesses. Sebabnya kita ni, as a human being, we always criticize ourselves. We are the worst critic, the biggest critic. So whenever if we focus on strengths, people will think that we are being boastful and like too high confidence. Actually, strengthening and create your own brandings actually. So if you can identify 3 strengths that you can find within yourself right now, and just write it down. 3 strengths that you can identify within yourself.
Sudah ada ke?
Would you like to share one?
Integrity.
Hardworking.
Friendly.
How about you?
Integrity, direct and
Okay. Anyone else? You want to share?
Friendly, positive, and teamwork.
So you already identify your strength, and that will be part of your branding. So brand is a personality, a symbol of what you are and what you stand for. Branding is very important within organization because that's how you market yourself. You self-promote yourself. Usually when people ask what do, you'll be like, you'll be stuttering and stammering. So when you try how to avoid that is having your own personal brand. Macam for me, I'll practice Radhika later. So usually, in order to have the personal brand tu, kita ada mastering your elevator pitch. Elevator pitch ni usually when you are given an opportunity to bump into any of those top management ke VIPs ke, in a lifetime, how many times you bump into chairman? Every day?
No.
Not really, right? So given the opportunity, kalau bump into the lift, raise your hand if you feel that you want to step out from the lift. All the time, right? Memang tak nak cakap langsung kan, kalau nampak chairman je semua macam correct? Any other chiefs? But having this branding yang make yourself presence, especially in public organization, because you need to be seen and you need to be heard. Because on executive level and junior officers punya level, it's different because you don't get to communicate directly with them. Selalunya macam head of directors, P6, P7, P8, yes, they have the opportunity to work with the chiefs and the chairman. So top management ni yang kita nak fokus being our target audience. Mastering your elevator pitch ni, you need to know what's your branding and how do you sell yourself, self-promotion. Macam for myself, if I bump katalah into whichever management ke, minister ke, prime minister ke, so I know how to pitch myself being the person MC. So my name is Zafi. I work. I'm currently in charge of the head. I'm currently the head of project coordination department, in charge of monitoring database and national KPIs valued on 25 billion ringgit Malaysia, which covers various communication infrastructure projects, which focuses on community access, fixed broadband and mobile broadband, and that takes practice. Did you notice the thing how I sell myself? So that's how you're going to sell yourself during doing whatever daily works that you have. It's not easy because this thing takes practice now. Kalau you nak susun all those words, so you have to communicate with people that you're familiar with, especially people that you trust, your friends, your peers, and sometimes you can practice with your boss juga lah. You tanya opinion. Is there anything else that I can prove in any manner? So kalau usually when we brand ourselves, we can selalu associate with weaknesses. Try not to focus on the weaknesses. Weaknesses too, everybody has their own weaknesses, but focus on the strength. That strength is very important. So you focus on your strength too. Weaknesses too, you improvise along the way. Because selalunya kalau kita as a human being, kita cakap, oh, I'm terrible at this, I'm terrible at that, I need to improvise this. But instead you focus on whatever things you do best at work, even at outside personal life pun. So you focus on the things that you do best on daily basis. Macam Rafidah cakap, from 9 to 5 tu, you see what are the things that you master at. You focus on whatever things that the main focal point on your daily work. So that's how you master and that's how you sell yourself for the pitching session. So yang pitching session ni, it doesn't have to be chairman ataupun chief ke whoever. It can be anyone else that you wanted to network with. People from outside the industry, people from the ministry, people from other various organizations. That's how you pitch yourself. Because when people ask, what did you do? So you have all those pitching punya line. I do this. And always, some of the things that I wanted to share, sebab kalau personal, when we do branding ni, I think that macam when we started as a P4, P5 tu, it's not a big thing for us because whatever boss suruh buat, kita buat je. And then you don't know, like, because I believe that you guys do all sorts of things. It's not just one thing. So you multitask about on a lot of things. So on the personal branding, you focus on the things that you did the best. You know, whatever things that you did the best, and you masukkan dalam you punya pitching session. It's not easy, but I'm sure you can do it when you already identify the strength that you have within yourself and that sales pitch session. I think that's all I got for now because having personal branding is very important. It's about to be seen and to be heard, especially with junior levels ni. It's not an easy task for me lah because for me it took me years juga to brand myself. Within MCMC, whoever have worked with me closely, I identify myself as a person to go to for database. So for communication infrastructure, anything that they wanted to know, I am the person. Being within MCMC and outside MCMC. So that's how I identify and brand myself. So you could identify yourself in such a way, bukan nak cakap macam being a specialist or anything, but being the person that people trust you with. So you resonate yourself as the person the strength that you identify. I hope you guys understand. Is there any question that you wanted to ask? I think that's all for now because the time is too short for us to share everything within an hour. We had this training for 3 days. 3 days.
Yeah. Any questions? Anything that you want to ask Zafi before we end the session? Yeah. Oh ya, dia makan, kita ada minum. So ada food. So actually Kak Syifah mula kata, Rabu puasa. Puasa tak apalah, kita buat jugalah puasa. Kita rupanya mereka ambil puasa. Okay, baik. Ada tea. So I want to wish all of you all the best. You come to this training, that means you already have inside you the leadership inside you. That's why you come to this training. Alright? Thank you so much.